term high-speed craft code 1994, also referred to as the 1994 SHC code, refer to the International Code of Safety for High-Speed Craft and adopted by the Maritime Safety Committee of Organization by Revolution MFC 63 as amended by the organization, provided that such amendment of adopted, brought into force and take effect into accordance with the provisions of Article 8 of the present Convention regarding the amended procedure applicable to the Annex other than Chapter 1. The IMO decided to draw new international regulation addressing the unique requirement of this type of vessel as a result of the emergency of numerous different type of HFC in the 1918 and 1919s. In 1994, IMO adopted a new SOLAS Chapter 10, that is a safety measure of high-speed craft, which make the FHC code mandatory high-speed craft built on or after 1 January 1996. The chapter was adopted in May 1994 and entered into force on 1 January 1996.
The code aims to provide a comprehensive set of standards for high-speed boats, covering equipment and operating and maintenance conditions, the provision of a level of safety equivalent to that outlined in SOLAS and the International Convention on Load Lines 1966 is the fundamental aim. High-speed boats complying with the very specific standard of the high-speed craft code are also considered to comply with SOLAS. High-speed craft are required to comply with any additional SOLAS standards that may apply, such as the ISM code and other international agreements.
Next part is the importance of safety measures for high-speed ships. The International Safety Code for High-Speed Craft HSC code is important because it facilitates communication. Every information can be delivered quickly. For example, important information that can be conveyed is about weather conditions, ship conditions, water activities and others. When an emergency occurs, action can be taken quickly because there is a communication process that can send current information, location and environmental conditions. Therefore, the safety of high-speed ships can be regulated according to the international code. Second, the importance of these ship safety measures. It to facilitate maintenance. Among the examples of maintenance facilities are personal protection and emergency equipment. Personal protective equipment is mandatory for every passenger or employee. For example, of personal protective equipment include safety helmets, safety vests and others. All of these equipment should be checked regularly to ensure that it working properly. It is also an important step in maritime security.
Next, the safety measure is important because it can reduce accident. Among the accidents that can happen are ship collision, shipwreck and so on. This will cause many to lose their life. To overcome this problem, the craft must comply with the rule of the high-speed craft code. They ensure that every ship movement speed can be informally controlled. Therefore, this international safety code is important in reducing the unexpected. Finally, the importance of the international safety code for high-speed craft is to ensure that every vessel operator is qualified member. Vessel operator need to get recognition from international organization. For example, the commissioning organization is STCW. The purpose is to ensure that every activity that takes place on board can run smoothly to reduce any risk. Therefore, the management need to ensure that only qualified individuals can handle it.
Chapter X, Safety Measure for High-Speed Craft. The chapter makes mandatory the International Code of Safety for High-Speed Craft. The International Code of Safety High-Speed Craft is required by Chapter X, High-Speed Craft Safety Measure of the 1974 SOLAS Convention. The code has two versions, the 1994 HSC and 2000 HSC code. The HSC code is specifically required for the design of construction of high-speed craft, including the use of fire-resistant materials and exhausting system in high-risk areas, as well as the equipment and condition of high-speed craft operation maintenance. The code also specifies requirement for high-speed craft management, such as use a quality management system, the hiring of qualified personnel, and provision of adequate communication, whatever forecasting and maintenance facilities.
Plan review guideline is also included in the code, which provides general guidance and information for the preparation and submission of high-speed craft plans. Furthermore, the HSC code specifies requirement for limiting the distance covered and the worst-case intended condition under which high-speed craft operations are permitted. The HSC code also required that all passengers and crew be given seats and that no enclosed sleeping berth be provided for passengers. When applicable, the government of the port state in question must ensure that the craft does not operate until it can do so without endangering people, property, or the environment.